Okay, this is how you measure how many how much yardage is on your bobbin for singles that you spun, but you haven't plied yet. So what you want to know is the weight of this bobbin empty, and the weight of this empty bobbin is, I already weighed it. Let me just weigh this. Yeah, this is 93.5 grams empty. And then the weight of this full. The weight of this full is 146 grams full. So that means that you have your yarn on this bobbin weighs 52.5 grams. That's the weight of the yarn. Weight of yarn. So you have the weight of a full bobbin, the weight of an empty bobbin. And you subtract that. That gives you the weight of the yarn that's on the bobbin. Now, what we need to do is we need to wind in 1 gram of this yarn. We need to measure 1 gram. This bobbin weighs 93.5 grams is the empty bobbin. So what I'm going to do is I want to wind on 1 gram of this yarn onto this bobbin. I could use this instead of the bobbin. If you don't have an extra bobbin, you can use anything, but you need to know the weight of it, because you want to know that your yarn that you're winding on here is 1 gram. You want 1 gram only. Now let me measure that. That is 94 grams, so that only means I have a half a gram on there. I need another half, because I only need 1 gram of red yarn wound on to an empty bobbin or a potato peeler or an empty toilet paper roll. That's 95, so that's a little too much. I need 94.5, because 93.5 is the empty bobbin, so 94.5. So this is 94.5, which means that's 1 gram of yarn is on this bobbin. So now I need to know how many yards this 1 gram is. So I am going to measure it. And you don't want to really stretch the yarn, but you don't want it to be kinked. There's 1 yard. Two yards. 3 yards. 3 yards. So this isn't a full, so 3 yards, this would be a half. I'm gonna say this is 3 3/4 yards. 18 inches would be half, so I'm gonna call this 3 3/4. 3 3/4, so 3.75. So what I'm gonna do is take the weight of the yarn and multiply it by 3.75, which is the yards that I got from that 1 gram. You don't have to convert that to meters. You keep it as yards. So 52.5 grams times 3.75 yards, and that equals 196.88, which equals 197 yards on the bobbin. So you take the full bobbin minus the empty, get the weight of your yarn, and then you want to wind off 1 gram from this bobbin, and 1 gram, and then measure that 1 gram. You get that in yards, and you multiply it by the weight of your yarn, and that gives you the amount of yardage on your bobbin. I hope that helps. Call me or contact me if you need any other help.